Just across the Hudson from downtown Manhattan, we welcome you inside MetLife Stadium, East Rutherford, New Jersey. The veteran kicker Graham Gano puts it on the tee. And off we go from MetLife Stadium. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Right to the air, it's Fields. That's complete to Jeremy Rucker. 16 yards on the game and a quick first down.
And if he's late with that throw, Mike, there's a really good chance a defender could have made a play on it. But he does a beautiful job. He puts the ball out in front of his shoulder, leads the receiver, and allows him to get upfield and pick up the first down.
On the option, here's Hall. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up second down. Another run here with Hall. And he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now, it's third down. Now, after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. They'll empty out the backfield, line up for third and 3. From the shotgun, it's Fields. Open man is Lazard. He's got it. They'll get 19 out of that play. Good for a Jets first down.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation. And that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
That one into the hands of Smart.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
A good spot here, second and a yard. Give up middle with Hall. And he'll have enough to move the chains. He'll take this forward for about 3 yards. So, here's a first and 10 now, down inside the 20. Working out of the gun, it's Fields. He'll get it into the hands of Garrett Wilson.
The key to good route running, Mike, is deceiving the man covering you into thinking you're doing one thing, and then you change it and do the other. And in this case, he had the defender thinking this was a vertical downfield route, and then next thing you know, he gets to his break point. He breaks in, and that ball's put right on the money for a big pickup.
Fields now on second down. To the end zone. It's intercepted. Picked off by Javon Holland. The drive begins at the 20. Here's first and 10. They'll run here with the rookie. And he'll work ahead for about 5 to the 25. They'll break the huddle. It's second and 5. They'll run again. It's Tracy again. It's a pickup of about 3 to the 28-yard line.
And with that run, Mike, even though it brings up third down, it still keeps this offense in what they call a 50-50 downs. It means with the down and distance provided, you can call a run or a pass, and both are equal threats. And that's what makes it so hard for these defenses to defend those situations.
And he will have a Giants first down. He'll have it by plenty. It was 3rd and 2. They picked up 8.
Nothing real fancy about this call here, Mike, right? In this 3rd and short, just get the ball to your running back, make sure he has enough space to pick up the first down, and they're able to convert.
So, from the 36, it is 1st and 10. They'll motion their tight end, Johnson. That's going to be caught by Darius Slayton. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
And he'll be taken down. They got him back at the 50-yard line.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sit and duck for this pass rush.
A 2nd down throw for Winston. He's got his man, Wan'Dale Robinson. Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with 3rd down.
Just take what the defense is giving you. When you can stay ahead of the chains and just take these easy pitch and catch throws underneath, hitch routes, quick game, now it puts you in a lot more favorable down and distances to eventually attack this defense a little bit more downfield.
Oh, got him again the 2nd time with a sack on this opening drive.
Sometimes you just have to know when the play is over and live to play another down. He has pressure coming right at him, and instead of just throwing the ball away, he tries to escape, he tries to get creative, and he ends up losing a lot more yards than he should have.
That's taken at about the 14, and he'll be brought down. Short return, and they'll take over there. The Jets offense ready to get going with their 2nd possession. They'll search for the first points of this game as they begin the drive on 1st and 10. To throw is Fields. That's complete. It's Malachi Corley. And a big strike for good yardage there all the way up to midfield.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
A 1st down throw for Fields. He keeps it himself.
Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Off the play action, here's Fields. That's to the running back, Breece Hall.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short gain.
Third and 6. Fields. Oh, and that throw not able to be pulled in. It's incomplete. Looked like he may have got a little ahead of himself there. And it's going to bring up 4th down. On now comes the punt team for the Jets. Amir Smith-Marset goes back to return it. And no chance of a run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds. The Giants offense about ready to get going on their 2nd possession. They were forced to punt first time they had it, but they'll try again in this scoreless game. It's 1st and 10. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. To throw, Winston. And they're going to track him down. He couldn't find a receiver, and down he goes.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the third sack of the game. And this defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
Slayton is the man in motion. Off the play fake, it's Jameis. The pressure all over him. He goes down again.
I could go on and on about the offensive line breakdowns with this pass protection, and it's been flat out brutal. But let's give some credit to the other side of the ball. They came in not only motivated to make a statement, but with a great game plan, and so far they've executed it to a T.
Out of the gun, it's Winston. And this drive is a disaster. He goes down for a third consecutive time.
If they win this game, this pass rush is going to be a big reason why. The 5 sacks speak for itself, but their ability to disrupt the timing of this offense, that can't be overstated.
The Giants sending out their punter, as he'll have to hit it from his own end zone. But he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. So now the Jets offense ready to take over once more. They'll start with a short field, looking for the first points of this contest, and they'll begin 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, and a give to Hall. And he'll push his way ahead for a gain of 2. That's Bobby Okereke there for the stop. Second down and 8. Fields to throw. That's into the hands of Xavier Gibson. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Second and a yard. Contact up front. Did they get one of the defenders to jump? Whole lot of extra muscle over there on the left side for this 1st and 10. Here's Hall. And the Jets are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
This offense has to be thrilled, Mike, with the success they've had here on the ground in this opening quarter. Now as the rest of the folds, everything in the game plan continues to open up.
They'll run, it's Hall. And that's a productive run. He gets this one down to the 4. Inside the 5, it is 2nd and goal. One more time, they give it to Hall. And he will fight his way to the end zone. Taking care of business on the ground to get the score. And, Greg, the big guys up front, they deserve some praise on that one.
Absolutely, Mike. And it really only takes one guy to distort the defense and win his block. But in this case, give credit to the entire unit. They did their job, and they reward their offense with a touchdown.
Zerline's kick, up and good. And the Jets will take a 7-0 lead. So after the touchdown at the other end, Zerline is out to kick this one off. Eric Gray to return it. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. The Giants offense ready to get back at it. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a first down. From the gun, Winston. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
Well defended there. The quarterback's trying to attack this defense outside the numbers. Those really wide angle throws near the sideline sometimes can be very hard to defend. So give a lot of credit to this secondary. They were all on the same page, and the ball falls incomplete.
And he's out of bounds, up beyond the 40-yard line. They get 21 on that one. That's good for a Giants first down.
This may look like a simple connection, Mike, just pitch and catch, but I can promise you the amount of time these two guys have spent together on the practice field, in the meeting rooms, just getting on the same page, seeing the game through the same set of eyes, it makes what's pretty difficult seem a lot easier.
And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play in this opening quarter. He'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. A carry here for Tracy. And that'll give him a first down. Tackle made after the pickup of 3.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. 2nd and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the first down.
Winston to throw on first down. He'll get it into the hands of Slayton. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
I'd like to see them do a better job here the rest of the game, Mike, just disguising the coverage from the pre-snap look to the post-snap look. And what I mean is, when you have a quarterback at this level and what they see before the ball's in their hands is the exact same thing they see once they do get the ball, everything is just so much easier for them to process. Change the look, change the coverages, move your safeties. Make the quarterback have to process with the ball in his hand.
We'll go play action. It's Winston. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
If this quarterback's offensive line had as much fight as he does, I don't think they'd be in this situation to begin with. I mean, it's not even halftime here, Mike, and they've already given up 6 sacks. At this rate, I'm not sure they're confident their quarterback's going to make it out of this game in one piece.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Winston. Taking off, he'll try to get there.
And that's a great job defensively here on 3rd down. Not only taking away all the options down the field through the air, but when the quarterback decides to turn into a runner himself, they're able to converge and make the play and keep him short of the first down.
On 4th down, the veteran Graham Gano for the Giants field goal try. His kick is good. And the Giants are on the board. It's 7-3.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
Graham Gano now, following the field goal. Back to kick this one away. Kone Wanwu now to return. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Jets offense starting to trot out for this next possession. The lead sits at 4, so they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. Throwing is Fields. The pressure there got to him. He's hit as he threw it, and that pass falls incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
On 2nd down, a run with Hall. And he is fortunate to get past the line of scrimmage. Call it a yard at most. Andrew Phillips in on the tackle. Third and 9. Back to throw is Fields. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
A fair catch here. Called for and made beyond the 30-yard line. The Giants offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. They trail by 4. A touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. Here's Jameis. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
He decides to go with this safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
On the ground, here's Tracy. And he slips through an opening. Winds up getting about 8. That is past the 40-yard line.
Very positive returns on that run. I mean, really, the only thing not to like is that they weren't able to move the chains. But you know what? The way he ran there, I think they go right back to him and see if he has even a bigger carry in him.
Sending a receiver right. On 3rd down, they'll run with Tracy. A gain there of 10 yards. 1st down, Giants.
There's a big conversation going on right now around the NFL about what is the true value of having a run game. And I've always thought it comes down to being good at 3 situations. Can you run the ball in the 4th quarter with a lead? How well can you run the ball on the goal line? And then in this case, how well can you run the ball in short yardage situations?
A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down. A 2nd down throw for Jameis. Now a short one caught by the tight end Johnson. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
Now this is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays, and these drag routes can be very, very effective.
He fumbled the football. And the defense has it. Here's 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run, and it's Hall. And this one's not going to help the cause. He is going backwards. Tackled back at the 8.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
2nd down, it's Fields. Gets that one to the veteran Lazard. And a nice gain, getting this to about the 23-yard line.
Anytime you're facing a zone defense, you're working from your first progression all the way through. But when guys are open in this level, Mike, they don't stay open very long. So what they taught us as receivers, if you're open, stay open. And if you're not open, you better get open quick, because that ball is coming out.
And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
Now a 2nd down throw for Fields. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
He'll take this ahead. It's a pickup of 3. That's Bobby Okereke there for the stop. Second and 7. From the shotgun, it's Fields. He'll get this complete to Gibson. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. He'll send a tight end in motion right. He'll try to run for it with Hall. Hall, a 1st down and more. That's a gain of 14 and a 1st down.
The offensive line doing a great job opening these run lanes. They have been there this entire 1st half, and I think if I'm this play caller, until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away, I think I'm just going to keep turning around and handing it to that guy.
They'll run with the former Badger, Braylon Allen. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
You want to see linebackers play downhill, Mike, meaning there's not a lot of side-to-side pursuit. They're attacking the line of scrimmage, attacking the ball carrier. That's exactly what we saw out of this guy here. He's able to make the stop at the line of scrimmage and keep it to no gain.
On the give, it's Hall. And a good run there. Finds the lane, gets forward. Got 8 yards and sets up a much more manageable 3rd and 2.
It's tough to completely celebrate, Mike, when you don't pick up the 1st down, but that's a run you will take every single time. I mean, good yardage, and in a lot of situations, it'll get you the 1st down, just not here.
Fields from the gun on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
Well, we sit up here all the time and we try to break down why certain plays work or don't work. Well, this one's not real tricky. I mean, he just simply needs to catch the ball. I mean, that close to the 1st down chain, if he just catches that ball and turns upfield, they extend this drive. He's got to come over to the sideline, take a deep breath, tell his guys, hey, man, that's on me. And he's got to go out and make that next play because his team's going to need him to play better as the rest of this game continues. And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
And Zerline comes back out after making the field goal. He'll kick this one off. Ray gonna return it. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Giants offense ready to get back at it. Just the lone field goal for them so far, down 10-3 in this one. And they'll start 1st and 10. In motion, it's Robinson. Right away, they'll try a jet sweep. And this defense having nothing of that, they get him down behind the line.
When you come across on a jet sweep, Mike, you're hoping once you get the ball, all you see is green grass and open space. Well, in this case, he had a lot of unhappy defenders waiting for him, and they're able to put him down behind the line.
Now, whistles here. Looks like one of the defenders got a head start. They'll run with Tracy. And he will pick up a 1st down up to the 37-yard line. To throw is Winston. Quick slant looked in by Neighbors. On 2nd down, Winston. Taking off.
I love this call, Mike. 2nd down and short. One of the best downs in football to take a shot. Give credit to the defense. They were ready for it. But a nice job by the quarterback, realizing there's nothing downfield. Take off, turn into a runner, pick up the 1st down.
1st and 10. Winston looking to throw. And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
This has been a masterful game plan defensively. I mean, not only have they found their mismatches and been able to exploit them, it's led to 7 sacks so far. I mean, even when the offense seems to make an adjustment, Mike, the defense just still seems to be one step ahead of them.
Throwing on 2nd down, Winston. That one incomplete.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
Winston to throw. He's got his man, that's Slayton. And he's going to be taken down short of the marker, and that is going to set up an interesting 4th down decision.
The initial reaction is, how does this quarterback not throw the ball past the 1st down line to gain to try to extend this drive? And the reality is, because they've already decided they're going to go for it on 4th down.
That is incomplete. They took a chance throwing it on 4th and short, but not to be. And they'll turn it over on downs. On 1st and 10, Fields. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. The Jets offense going to get it one last time here late in the opening half. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. Working out of the gun, it's Fields. A throw here, right side, falls incomplete. He was looking for Garrett Wilson there. Now it's going to be 3rd down.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
So the hope is your 1/3 down conversion from really jump-starting a possession that ultimately leads in points, but after that 3rd down incompletion, kind of throws a wrench into those plans.
On comes Thomas Morstead as he's on to punt for the Jets. And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds. The home team's offense going to take over just before the half. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Now Winston. And he'll gain yardage and able to get down at the end of the play. The home team's offense going to get it one final time in this first half. They'll begin with terrific starting field position. It gets going with 1st and 10. Here's 2nd and 2. To throw, Winston. And that is incomplete. One final chance does not work out. Time has expired. The first half has come to an end. 3rd quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. Now return coming from the 7. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The home team's offense looking to get back to work as we begin this 3rd quarter. They'll start out 1st down and 10. They'll put a receiver in motion right. Off the play fake, it's Jameis. He'll let it fly. Deep ball for Slayton.
Pretty unforgettable performance so far in the first half, Mike, and they're going to try to figure this out here in the second half and try to gain some momentum, figure out what's going to work, where are our matchups, and let's go try to put a drive together and get some points because so far this has been a struggle and they just cannot get anything going through the air.
A 2nd down throw for Winston. Now a screen set up for Tracy. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down. On play action, Winston. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long. Jermaine Johnson, the former 1st-round pick, in there to bring him down.
We're starting to see in these passing situations, Mike, this defensive line is starting to have their way against this group up front because right now, their pass protection is breaking down and his quarterback's paying the price for it.
And good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. The Jets offense ready for their first possession of this second half. They'll do so with 1st and 10. They're going to start this drive on the ground. It's Hall. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line.
Well, that's how you get a drive started. A big play here in the run game, and you have to imagine this is something we're going to continue to see. Success early in the drive typically results in success later in the drive.
On 1st down, they go right back to Hall. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down. A carry here for Allen. He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Gonna lose a yard.
The offense thinks that they can just kind of plow this one up there in the middle and keep the chains moving, but not on this defense. Not only do they not pick up the 1st down, but after suffering that loss, now they've got some decisions to make on 3rd down.
On 3rd down, here's Hall. They gain 18 yards on that one, and the Jets have a 1st down.
Pretty much just more of the same from what we saw with this back in the 1st half, and he doesn't need much. He gets a little bit of space, and then he can create the rest. It's the combination of patience, vision, and then the burst to hit the hole once he sees it. This guy's been a handful all day.
He'll get that to Wilson, and that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
2nd down and 3. They'll run it out of the gun, and it's Hall. And he'll be near the 1st down marker. Let's call it a gain of 3. But a short yardage situation coming up on 3rd down. Fields to throw. And he will take this one across into the end zone. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
So after the touchdown at the other end, Zerline is out to kick this one off. This fielded at about the 9. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Here's the Giants offense now. They get set to take over once more. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10. On the handoff, here comes Tracy. And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line.
Finding yourself down here, multiple scores in the 2nd half. The defense is going to give you some friendly run looks. So don't be afraid to mix it in there. But if you're going to find yourself coming back from this deficit, you're going to have to do it primarily through the air with just a little bit of mix of the run.
On 1st and 10, here's Winston. That's complete. It's Malik Neighbors. And he's going to be taken down at the 30-yard line.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, nothing more.
These edge rushers, they are judged by their sack totals, Mike. They love to rush the passer. But they have responsibilities in the run game as well. Great job here, keeping it to no gain.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. They'll run again. It's Tracy again. He plunges forward for a couple of yards. It was Andre Cisco there to bring him down. Have to get this to the 20. Here's 3rd down. Contact up front. Did they get one of the defenders to jump? So now, after the penalty, a much more manageable 3rd and 3. Out of the gun, it's Winston. And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Giants are able to put up 3 and cut into the lead.
And when you find yourself down double digits, you don't want to make habit of settling for these field goals. It does allow them to chip away a little bit and cut into this deficit, but they've got to find a way to score touchdowns.
Graham Gano now, following the field goal, back to kick this one away. On the return, here comes Wanwu. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. The visitors' offense ready to see what they can do. They built a nice lead for themselves here. They'll try to add to that, beginning with 1st down. Now Fields. Open man. That's Gibson. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
Every quarterback's dream is, can I get the ball out of my hand as fast as possible and get it to a guy that can do the rest after the catch? And it seems like nowadays, throughout the entire league, the best offenses thrive in yards after the catch.
They'll send a tight end in motion. On the handoff, here comes Hall. And that's the way you want to run it on 1st down. A gain of 7. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. To throw is Fields. Short pass taken in by the tight end.
This play is actually really well defended here. But I'll tell you, Mike, as you know, my philosophy is the tight end is always open, and this just supports my case.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. On the option, here's Hall. And he'll work his way down inside the 40. Micah McFadden, the linebacker, there on the tackle. Here's 2nd and 6. Fields. A throw left side, taken in by Wilson. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. You don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. Fields. Open man, left side. He's got it. And he is going to have a Jets first down. He's able to get about 3 that time on 3rd and inches.
So on these play calls, Mike, on 3rd and inches, typically how it goes is we're going to try to take a shot. Then there's a medium zone option. And then the last resort is just pick up the first down with something underneath and get that fresh set of down. So in this case, he settles for the underneath throw, but it's still enough to pick up the first down.
Play action now for Fields. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
So, of course, you prefer to connect on that throw, but think about it like this, Mike. The more they continue to test this defense downfield, the more it's going to open up some of those shorter passes underneath.
From the shotgun, it's Fields. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
We're starting to see a lot of this on 3rd down, Mike, where they're going to rely on the run after catch to pick up these 3rd down conversions. You know what that depends on? You have to actually complete the ball. And in this case, it falls incomplete, brings up 4th down.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Jets will extend their lead.
So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
And Zerline comes back out after making the field goal. He'll kick this one off. From the 6, here comes a return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The home team's offense ready to take over possession of the football. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. A carry here for Tracy. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a first down. A pickup of 9.
Really nice job by the interior of this offensive line. It typically just takes one guy to distort the defense to give the back enough room to operate, and that's exactly what they did here, and it led to a big gain.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. And he'll get the first down there. A pickup of about 5 yards.
It's possible they could have tried to be a little bit more aggressive on 2nd down, knowing they had 3rd and inches in their back pocket. But I don't think anyone's going to complain. Pick up the first down, extend the drive, see if you can go score.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. From the gun, Winston. He's got his man. That's Neighbors. Now here's a keeper on the zone read. And he's going to lose yardage on this play. They knock him back to the midfield stripe.
Oftentimes, the more success you have as a quarterback keeping the ball, the more attention that you're going to get from the defense. And I think that's exactly the case here. They've been burned a few times by this guy already today, but this time they were ready for him.
Motion man sent right. On the give, it's Tracy. And he'll be brought down on what will be the final act here in this third quarter. So we are through 3. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. We'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. Now it's Tracy looking to run, and that'll be a pickup of 3. They face 2nd down and 7. A 2nd down throw for Jameis. He'll get it into the hands of Slayton. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
All the qualities that make a good safety are seen on display on this play. Speed, pursuit, and then the intensity and the strength at the point of contact for the tackle to keep this ball carrier to no gain. That is a complete safety play.
And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back? But not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings them down for a loss.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Winston.
Nice job here by the defense. They understood this quarterback is looking to push this ball downfield past the line to gain, and he's got no choice but to check it down short to the tight end, rally tackle, and brings up 4th down.
Here is Graham Gano to try the field goal. This one from 39 yards out. 3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Giants will cut into that lead.
So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
Graham Gano now following the field goal. Back to kick this one away. Set to return is Xavier Gibson. Now an opening past the 30. And this will wind up working out well. He's going to take it up to the 40-yard line. Good return. The Jets offense ready to take over once again. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Give up the middle with Hall. And the defense, good job sticking to their rules. They didn't take their eyes off the running back, who gains nothing.
We've seen this back have his way with this defense all game long, Mike. He's up over 100 yards for the game, but this time the defense said, we've had enough. They sold out to stop him. They hold him to no gain.
They'll go again with Hall. And he will wiggle his way forward for a gain of a couple. Here's 3rd and 7. Back to throw is Fields. He'll try to run for it. Can't beat those legs. 13-yard pickup. A scramble leads to a 1st down.
This is the point in the game, Mike, where on third down, you have to get off the field, and they do a great job. They defend everything in the pass routes, nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball, but they don't keep him in the pocket. They let him escape, picks up the first down with his legs. They're going to be able to run more time off the clock.
This one caught by Lazard.
Nice job here by the defense. Did a good job just covering up everything for the most part, so once this ball was caught, really didn't have much of a choice but to just head out of bounds and pick up a modest gain.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. To throw is Fields. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. When that defender's bearing down, you really get a good idea what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are unwilling.
And on third down, that ball incomplete.
Based on the routes downfield, it looked like the protection was designed to give the quarterback a little bit more time to wait for things to uncover downfield. So give credit up front to the defensive line. Immediate pressure early speeds up the quarterback's clock. He's got no choice than to get rid of it, probably a little bit earlier than he would have preferred.
And that's going to work out well. Out of bounds, and they mark it inside the 5-yard line. The Giants' offense ready to come back out for this next possession. They'll operate from their own 3-yard line as they try to put something together here on this drive. It's 1st and 10. On the ground, here's Tracy. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's 2nd down. Here's Jameis. A throw over the middle, and they can't connect. It's incomplete. Malik Neighbors, the intended receiver. 3rd down coming up.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
And that is incomplete.
They're lucky to have avoided this mistake here, Mike. In the 4th quarter, with possessions running out, that would have been a critical back-breaking play in this game, and they're going to have second life now after that defender drops the ball, and let's see if they can take advantage of it.
The Giants sending out their punter as he'll be standing just inside the back line of the end zone. And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free. So now the Jets offense ready to take over once more. They'll have a short field in front of them as they try to extend this lead out further. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Fields. Gets that one to the veteran Lazard. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
2nd down, it's Fields.
These are the plays that just drive the defensive coordinator crazy, Mike. You do everything right, but you don't account for the quarterback scrambling. He's able to get out of the pocket and gain enough for a 1st down.
Now, whistles here. Looks like one of the defenders got a head start. So a lot of options on the table now. It's 1st and 5. Throwing is Fields. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
Timing and trust, critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
Now a second down throw for Fields. This is caught at the 2. And he's in. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
Now Zuerlein on to add the extra point. The kick is good, and the Jets will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. So after the touchdown at the other end, Zuerlein is out to kick this one off. This will be returned from the 6. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Giants' offense ready to take over once more. Things not looking good. But see if they get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with first down. To throw is Winston. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
A throw there on second down, going to be incomplete.
You hear quarterback coaches say it all the time. Let's get our guy easy completions. Well, that falls certainly into that category, Mike, but when you fail to connect on those, it just ends up being a wasted down.
Oh, can't afford another incompletion here. Quickly, it is 3rd and 10. He's got his man complete to Johnson. They get 19 on that pass play. That's good for a Giants first down.
It's been tough sledding for this offense all day today, Mike, but especially here in the second half. So they are just in desperate need of a spark, just something to get their offense into a little bit of a rhythm if they want to have any chance to find themselves back into this game here late. You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. Winston. Now he'll run. And that's a veteran quarterback doing what veterans do. Don't take the extra hit. Got the first down, get down. The drive continues. 14 yards on the pickup there.
We've seen this quarterback have some effective plays with his legs all game today, Mike. He knows when to stay in there and look to pass, but he also knows when it's time to tuck it and go, and he's able to pick up good yardage there.
And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
Sometimes in the NFL, you have to be careful what you ask for. This offensive line, they were very clear to us this week. They wanted to take on this group. They loved the ability to be challenged. Well, they might have poked the bear a little bit too much because they've now surrendered a whopping 10 sacks in a single game, and I don't think there's been any signs of this pass rush slowing down.
This to the right side, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
At this level, you just would expect a little bit better execution and accuracy on those intermediate throws. I think he had an opportunity there for a nice pickup. Off target, off rhythm, and ends up getting away from him.
Winston to throw. And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
3rd and real long. This is where your defensive line has to come to life. They decided to keep extra blockers in the backfield, but it didn't matter. They were able to bring them down for a sack and brings up 4th down.
Going to leave the offense out there for 4th and long. He'll look deep here for Neighbors. And that is incomplete. The defense very happy to see that play call. The decision to go for it on 4th and long will end up in a turnover on downs.
You find yourself down big. It's the 4th quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
And he'll take this forward only to about the 46-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9. Fields to throw. Oh, he tried to fit in the slant, and it was intercepted. Picked off by Bobby Okereke. And the Giants will take over possession here at the 44. Winston to throw on 1st down. That's complete. It's Malik Neighbors. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
This is a tale as old as time, Mike. It seems that anytime a team forces a takeaway, fumble, or interception, the ensuing drive starts with a shot, a deep play in the air to try to seize on some of that momentum. We just saw a great example of it here.
Pass pulled in by Tracy. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is. Can't exactly put my finger on it, but it just seems like this entire game, Mike, this passing game and this quarterback specifically, they've just been off. And whether it's missing these big shots downfield like he did there or just simple underneath layups, there's just something about him today that doesn't look right. And I think it's a big part of the reason they find themselves trailing here in the 4th quarter.
Oh, the blitz gets there. He is sacked, and they will turn it over on downs. The drive begins with a run, and it's hauled. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
Coming off that edge, Mike, you have to quickly determine, is this a pass or is it a run? And once he realized it was a run, he's able to shed his blocker, make the play, no gain.
Another run here with Hall. And he's going to be taken down, and that will take us to the 2-minute warning. Third down and 9. Now Fields. He bought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throw away.
That's a prototypical coverage sack. All 11 guys on the field doing their job. Starts with sound back-end coverage. Nowhere to go quick with the ball. The quarterback has no chance but to extend the play. Look for something late developing downfield. That was all the time this front needed to chase him down and bring him down for a sack.
Good hang time. The fair catch will be made back at their own 12. This team's offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. This will begin at their own 13-yard line, so work to do starting with this 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Winston. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Well, fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up 2nd down.
This has really been the story of this entire game, Mike. I mean, this pass rush has had the advantage over the offense pretty much from the jump, and they've already recorded a couple of sacks, a handful of close calls, and it's the pressure in the backfield is why this team finds themselves with the lead here late in this ballgame. This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Throwing, Jameis. It's intercepted. He tried to take on Sauce, and Gardner took it away. And he's going to be out of bounds, but quite a turn of events here. He has set up the offense with 1st and goal. To the 5-yard line. So this one a win for the visiting Jets. They were the aggressors from the start, able to dictate the pace of play, and in the end, they come away with the victory. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say good night from New Jersey.